specifically around their sweet new SuiPlay stuff. So let's welcome to the stage Mysten's CPO, Adeniyi. Come on up.
All right, I'm going to put the water on the floor. Hopefully I can keep the 20 minutes. My name's Adeniyi Abiodun. I'm one of the co-founders of Mysten Labs, the prime contributor behind the protocol called SUI. I want to tell you today why SUI is the next generation blockchain that's really going to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3. We spent our time at Facebook building core infrastructure, large scale infrastructure for billions of users. And we saw a great opportunity in Web 3 where people were really building things as though that we're still here 20, 30 years ago. So we wanted to take some of the newest findings in distributed systems and build the most scalable platform and actually usher in a new era of gamers, DeFi, and whatever is needed for the next usherance of the web. Ultimately, the internet needs a layer to effectively transfer value across the web, and we built that with SUI. Recently, we announced, not only announced, but also launched an upgrade to Mysten to our network. SUI was already the fastest blockchain on the planet, but what we did with Mysten is cut down latency by another 81%. So what you now have on SUI is effectively real-time transactions. So latency from the network went down from 1.9 seconds. We're talking about finality, actual end-to-end finality, all the way to consensus finality sitting close to 400 milliseconds. This is the fastest blockchain on the planet by quite a large margin, and I want to show you a comparison, actually. So this is a transaction that you'd see today done on Jupiter, which is a Solana-based protocol, and we're just going to time how long it takes for you to do a transaction. So you prepare the transaction, you select which swap assets you want to swap, you click go, you wait, and wait. That's the fastest we're able to get. Let's do a comparison with SUI. This is one of the protocols on SUI today, in mainnet right now. Trade, done. SUI is effectively 6 times faster to finality than Solana. It's actually way faster in the real terms. No matter if you're doing 1 transactions per second to 100,000 transactions per second, transactions will always be under 1 second, end-to-end finality. Separately, SUI does not have a max throughput. Today, in a minimal configuration at mainnet, SUI does about 297,000 TPS. If you add double the machines to SUI, it does close to 600,000 TPS. So we have horizontal scalability. We're the only blockchain without any downtime, no outages, no hacks, no bugs. It's been live for a very long time, no such problems. And the average end-to-end transfer on SUI is about 400 milliseconds today. It is pushing well beyond what other blockchains can do. So SUI is also one of the newest ecosystems at the same time being one of the fastest growing ecosystems. So we are about 400-ish, close to 500,000 daily active users for a network that wasn't here a year and a half ago. We are pushing above most blockchains that have been here for 5 years plus. If we think about DeFi as a whole, there's over $400 million moved over to the SUI blockchain from stablecoins. These are bridged assets. We'll have some exciting news to share this month in SuiTember, as we're calling, in regards to actual native stablecoins on the platform. But overall, DeFi is growing. The network transactions, the volume is growing. The amount of bridged assets from all the alternative ecosystems is growing. So SUI is quickly becoming the destination for DeFi, quickly become destination for all forms of on-chain activities. And we're not even breaking a sweat yet. So partnership-wise, SUI's got it all. From DeFi, we have Bluefin, we have Navi, we have Scala, we have all sorts of great protocols. We even have aggregators that are allowing you to trade across a number of pools, all the way to gaming. We have Gree, we have NHN, Netmarble, NCSoft, great partners are very well, you'll be very well aware of in South Korea. And of course, in the infrastructure space, we work with the likes of Google, Amazon, some of the largest companies in the world who are partnered with us on this amazing adventure. We personally believe that if you want to get DeFi the biggest possible, if you want to get Web3 as big as possible, the only way, the only option is gaming, by far. And it's not, if we just touch on some numbers, over 3.3 billion gamers spent more money than movies and also other forms of entertainment. Gaming is by far one of the most widely adopted use cases that people are seeing today across it brings people together at such a scale that we've never seen before. And we believe that's going to usher in the next wave of actual players in the ecosystem. And I think the idea of Web 2 and Web 3 games is something I hate. Games are games. Games should be fun. Games should be engaging. Games should be something that you and I love to do. Whether or not it's on the Web 3 or Web 2 should not matter. It should be more about the engagement. Also, if you think about how many people are in games versus Web 3 as a whole, we're talking about 3.3 billion gamers versus the minute number of people who are in Web 3. So the users are in games, and they are calling. There's an opportunity to bring in a mass amount of users from the gaming space into Web 3 without the friction that is usually afforded to them. So if we talk about some of the most prominent games today, what do we have? We have Fortnite, we have Roblox, we have Minecraft, all games pushing well in numbers in excess of what we see in crypto on a daily perspective. And I think that is the opportunity. We think one of these big hits is really going to draw the line and draw the line in the sand between where Web 3 goes in terms of scale and where it doesn't. But for all this to actually run, we need infrastructure that is dependable, that is reliable, that doesn't go down, that can take on the mass adoption that we really need, that makes it easy for users to onboard without thinking about using wallets and everything else that's complicated. It needs to be as seamless as Web 2. We also think gaming is going to grow DeFi significantly. Any kind of asset swaps, any kind of lending. In fact, paying for your games in the future, you'll be staking and you'll be earning in-game assets, you'll be staking, you'll be paying for your next game. We think it's going to fund the next element of what people do in games as well. So I actually we think overall Web 3 is actually going to increase the net amount of inflows into the gaming space from a funding perspective. And SUI is going to be the blockchain to do that. So we think that stack today, in terms of real-time transactions and ZK login, the mechanism to allow people to engage with the chain without even knowing the blockchain exists, is only truly found on SUI at scale. So top gaming ecosystems are choosing SUI. Some of the best killer games you're going to see in a SUI ecosystem. Looking at these games here, these are not the boring pixelated games that we tried to see in Web 3 very early on. We have games from Dark Times, we have Society, we have E4C Salvation. We also have a game from NHN as well in Pebble City. We've partnered with Team Liquid as well, who are going to really be energizing the ecosystem with some of the games on our ecosystem and promoting that across the space as well. We're very excited about that partnership. One of the things we are all here for is to hear what are we going to be doing in the gaming space. At Basecamp this year, we presented a game device called the SuiPlay OX1. We believe the SuiPlay OX1 is really going to be the next generation of how the average gamer games for the future. And I want to share a bit more about that with you right now. We think the future is here with the SuiPlay gaming device, all powered by the powerful Playtron OS, the Playtron gaming OS. We think you need a next generation operating system to power the next generation of games. You need the next generation platform, blockchain platform to control asset ownership and royalties and enforcement. You basically need partners who can come together and envision what needs to be. And I think that partnership is really embodied in this amazing device. It's going to have industry-leading graphics, it's going to have industry-leading battery power, it's going to have industry-leading screen technology as a whole. It's going to give you an exhilarating gaming experience, basically a portable TV, a portable PC you can take on the go. So as I mentioned as well before, right, it's your pocket PC. Forget Windows. It is a powerful OS that doesn't need Windows, right? You don't have the battery issue that you'd have with the Windows OS, but it's dedicated for gaming. You basically can take all your PC games and play them with you on the go. You can take games, soon you'll be able to play Android games directly on a device too, as it was going to emulate the ARM instruction sets as well. But overall, we think it will be the gaming device that you need. It's going to be the gaming device of the future. Ownership is going to be intrinsic in the device as a whole. Separately as well, there'll be exclusive rewards and perks for owners of the device. I can't go into all the details, but I think you can read between the lines. But we're working with some ridiculously amazing partners who are going to bring some amazing titles, amazing assets, amazing experiences that are only going to be possible with Web3 as a whole. So if we touch on all of it, you have soulbound NFT that you get on purchase. There'll be free exclusive partner titles in games. And finally, there'll be access to partner games on the Playtron App Store, which we're going to go into detail very, very shortly. Just realizing I actually have more time than I thought. Okay, so I don't have to rush as much as I thought. Okay, so we want to talk about the first game that is going to be launched with the device. I don't know if I could play this. Can we play the video? Thank you. Very excited to announce that we're going to have the amazing set of games that will be launching with the device. And I couldn't be proud, or more proud, about the kind of titles we're going to be seeing on the device. So I think you should, after this event, please go to the back and speak to the team and see the amazing games that are going to be there live for you as a whole. The device is going to cost $599 on pre-order, but I think post-pre-order it's going to go back up to $649. I think we touched on the amount of titles, the specs of the device being industry leading across the board. I think you will not find a better device for this price on the market, period, no matter how much and how hard you try. Pre-orders are live right now, so you can actually scan the QR code and go out to basically go out to order the device today. If you're ordering, you can actually pay with SUI, you can pay with Sol, and you can pay with ETH. Do remember, if you're paying with SUI, it's instant. If you're paying with other currency, there might be a bit of a lag to the finality. I'm actually saying that because it's true. Do not refresh the screen. It's not a bug, but there is some latency with other networks. And I want to call on two friends of mine, Hyde from Square Enix and also Kurt from Playtron. Come onto the stage.
Hello. Hey, guys.
You got some exciting news for us.
5 months ago, right after GDC, we decided to do, Adeniyi and I sat down and were like, hey, let's create a next generation game console that makes blockchain technologies native. And here we are today. We have incredible partners and a bunch of folks and partners that aren't even announced yet that you guys are going to find out more about.
Can we go back to the last slide, please?
So this is one of the fastest devices I've ever been involved in bringing up, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
When we decided to start Playtron, we saw an opportunity with Steam Deck to basically create an operating system beyond Windows. So the whole concept with Playtron is PC beyond Windows. And there's a whole new generation of devices that are being launched with Steam Deck, with OX1, et cetera, that we think can bring an entirely new gaming experience that people are going to be very, very excited about, and that's what we're building Playtron for. One of the things we wanted to announce today is Square Enix has made a strategic investment in Playtron, And starting next year in 2025, we're going to be integrating third-party stores natively into Playtron, and you're going to be able to buy all your Tier 1 Square Enix games with digital currency. So we like to keep things a little bit simple, and we think one of the best things that you can do with blockchain technologies and crypto is enabling people to buy their regular games, not just Web3 games, but the ability to buy Final Fantasy with Solana or ETH or SUI. I think that's pretty awesome. And we're going to start doing that next year. We're also building a Playtron store, and it's going to be based on the SUI wallet. So the whole goal here is that eventually all AAA games will be able to be purchased with digital currency. And we're super excited about working with SUI. I thought I'd hand it over to Hyatt at Square Enix to say a few words as well.
My name is Hide Uehara. I'm in charge of the investment at the Square Enix Group. So I'm excited to announce our investment in Playtron, and we believe the handheld gaming PC market will be growing significantly in near future. And then I'm looking forward to buying Square Enix games with a digital currency on the Playtron OS. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think this is
Thank you, guys.
a remarkable game changer to how gaming is going to, how the SuiPlay is going to change the world. I think having partners like Square Enix with Playtron, Society, who's going to be launching on day one with a device, is only going to make this the most compelling gaming ecosystem to be part of. I'm really happy to be sharing that with KBW. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Oh, hold on. Catch. Next, catch. All right, you got 2 free SuiPlay 0x1s. Go and collect it in the back. If you didn't get a gift, go to the back and meet us at the SUI booth.
Wow.